And instantly, I was like, are they throwing something in there? I walk in and D completely switched. Instead of a standard fist fight, D just starts brutally slamming Eric's head into the metal stall door. You know what kind of doors I'm talking about. The big metal stall doors. And he's just slamming his head over and over again. Has there ever been a moment where your friend pulled you to the side and said, hey, can you do something for me? And you never thought it was going to be as crazy as you thought of? Like, I was a lookout for a fight. Okay, so in this story in particular, I am 15 or 16 years old, which that means I'm a sophomore, and it's a completely normal school day. And I'm walking through our main hallway, and out of nowhere, my good friend D and another kid that I know he does not like, I'm gonna call him Eric, they walk up to me with an intense, dead set look in their eyes. And they always had beef with each other since middle school. They got into a big old fight. Cops, everybody was there. A bunch of stuff happened. So you can tell between them, they wanted to settle what was going on. And, they looked at me. D gave me my orders. Watch the restroom door. Make sure no teachers or students come in, or I'm gonna beat your ass. And I'm like,
what did he say fuck me for?
And I'm looking back at it, right? I'm looking back at it, at the situation, and it's entirely stupid because me in sophomore year, I was a whopping, a towering 4 feet 11 inches tall. I know, get it out. Stop laughing, all right. So basically, my job was just to not let anybody try to use the restroom or turn them away, without raising too much suspicion. Every time someone was walking down the hallway, I had to kind of get in their path and put on my best thug face as a 4'11" small creature with everybody towering over me, right? So I had to sit there and be like, hey, you cannot go in there right now. There's 2 dudes kissing, okay? So I had to come up with complete lies and everything, and it felt completely dumb and absurd. And I didn't think anything was gonna be too crazy. I was just ahead of myself at that time. As the first couple of minutes go by, I'm standing out there and I'm bored as shit. I'm bored as fuck, right? I'm sitting there, friends are walking by, I'm like, what's good, giving them some dap, what's good. And I'm letting them know, yeah, I'm just here for a little bit, I'm just gonna be here for a little bit. The hallways don't really start clearing up. They start getting not too packed, but you can still see people walking. They're walking around with their boyfriend, girlfriend, they're just walking around talking. Some people just got their friends, right? And I'm just chilling there bored because I'm standing there. I got to keep a lookout, so I'm not really on my phone. Out of nowhere, I started hearing a certain sound from the restroom, right? A certain sound. I couldn't make out what it was. From inside the closed restroom, I started hearing aggressive, thuds, boom, boom, boom. Honestly, it sounded like somebody was hitting a drum. And instantly, I was like, are they throwing something in there? Are they beating on the walls, rap battling each other?
Bing, bing, bang.
Yeah. Bing, bing, bang, and a boom, and a bonk, and a tink with a tink tank.
I didn't know what was wrong, right? I thought they were just doing some stupid stuff until my mind kind of flipped the switch and was like, maybe something else is going on. No diddy. As I'm there, I start feeling my gut oh, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Let me go check. So I walk to the door and I push it open. Right as I step inside, I see Eric slips on some unknown mysterious liquid all over the dirty ass bathroom floor. Let's take a quick detour real quick because the boys' restrooms are filthy and it's an absolute nightmare on a normal day. Let's be real. School bathrooms are disgusting. You have a bunch of random shit everywhere. You have mysterious puddles by the sink, wet floors that Chernobyl scientists can't even fucking comprehend what's in, trash cans with booty poo-poo water and toilet paper in. You got all that, and you got the kids that spray fucking Axe cologne in the restroom. Psst, psst. Damn, I must smell good today. Fuck no, you smell like fucking ass. This is the one thing that I'm saying. Those restrooms are disgusting. And as I see Eric slipping it, I want to throw up because you rolling around and pee and poop. Do you know what high school kids do in that restroom? Peeing all over the walls, peeing on the stalls, peeing in the damn sink. How do you pee behind the toilet? I thought that was the worst part, but honestly, it wasn't. So before I can kind of see what's going on, you know that moment where some stuff goes in slow motion and you're kind of like, oh, like, I gotta see what's honestly going on in this moment. I walk in and D completely switched. Instead of a standard fist fight, D switched. I see him with a handful of Eric's hair. And it's not like this shit traumatized me or like made me feel some type of way every time I seen it. I could just see it when I tell the story. But D just starts brutally slamming Eric's head into the metal stall door. You know what kind of doors I'm talking about. The big metal stall doors. And he's just slamming his head over and over again. That was the fucking thumping. That was what I was hearing. That was the drum that I was hearing, right? And he's just using the door as a weapon. How the fuck do you use a door as a weapon, right? He's hauling Eric's head back and forth into the door frame. And mind you, he's doing it with anger force. But the main thing I couldn't get out of my head when I tell the story is the sound of the flesh and bone hitting the metal door, and it's echoing through the entire restroom. After a couple minutes of him slamming his head repeatedly, he finally stops. And in my body, the situation starts hitting me. Eric's face, he gets up, face smeared with blood, dripping out of his nose. It's all on his neck. It's on the fucking infested floor with all sorts of disgusting poop and shit on there, right? And you can tell he was shocked that happened, but you can also see it hurt. God. I didn't panic. Adrenaline just took me over, right? So I'm like, we gotta get out. Come on, let's get out. D looks at me with a straight face and says, calm down, walk out of the restroom. I'm gonna walk out after you, just so we don't make it suspicious, so no teachers or school cops can catch us red-handed, right? I walk out the restroom, and I make it to class, surprisingly. Everybody's in their seats. I sit down, and through the adrenaline, you know when your hands start shaking a little bit, and like you got that sheer amount of adrenaline just going through you? It's not because I seen the blood. It's mainly because I didn't want to get caught for the situation. And then D walks in. He didn't look panicked. He didn't look remorseful, of course. He just sat down next to me calm. Completely calm. Sat down like walked in. Was good. And sat down. As if he hadn't just tried giving the kid prime CTE on the filthy restroom floor. While we're sitting in class, and I'm kind of just sitting there calming myself down, D leans over to me, and he casually tells me, when me and Eric were fighting, and I slammed his head, and he kind of sat there for a little bit shocked, he placed the stuff on top of the urinal at the beginning of the fight, and I just took it. I didn't take his phone. I didn't want it. What am I to do with that? Why? All that happened at 12 through 1 o'clock. In between that timeline, right? A while after fucking noon. You know, I learned a lesson about that day. I learned a good lesson about that day. If D ever comes up to you and asks, can you watch this restroom door? You know what you gotta do? Run away and scream, no! And honestly, he's gonna see this video. He knows who I'm talking about. I use different names because I just didn't want to name people right out, but he knows who he is. And honestly, what the hell is going on through your mind, you psychotic person? Not really. He's actually my friend still, and I still, you know, we graduated. Towards the end of the year, he started doing good. He got out of that little deed. Full 180, right? Guys, that's the end of the story. Drop a comment below if you've ever had anything crazy or outlandish happen to you at school where your friends were either fighting or you've seen a crazy fight. And make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.